Orange County Registered Digital.
It's a beautiful day here in Placentia, California for the 25th annual Hard 9 National Baseball Classic. Hello and welcome inside the OCVarsity Baseball Dugout Show. I'm your host, Jonathan Khamis, being joined by Steve Fryer. And watch out, Steve, some balls might be coming towards your way here.
It happens this time of year, John.
Yeah, your head will deflect them. Don't worry about them. All right, Steve, this tournament, one of the best nationally ranked tournaments around. And speaking of a nationally ranked team, we have one competing later on in this tournament.
Yeah, Greenway's in this thing as well. This was the first tournament of a national scope we ever had in Orange County of any sport. This thing started in 1990. Some great players have played in this thing. You know, C.J. Wilson played in it when he was with Fountain Valley. Alex Rodriguez played in this thing too when he was with Westminster Christian, and just so many really great players have played in this thing over the years. A lot of major league teams. You get a look at the program, it talks about the alumni that have played in this thing, and man, it's pretty impressive.
It really is. Two out-of-county schools are playing right now, but El Dorado is playing later, and they're hoping if they make some headway in this tournament, maybe it'll help propel them in league.
You know, that's kind of what they need to, you know, they're having a rocky go of it in the Central League, which is a really good league. I don't know how many people figure, you know, Foothill and Canyon will be on top of that league, a league that has Esperanza and El Dorado, the two host schools, the National Classic. El Dorado is in 6th place right now in the seven-team league. Sometimes we've seen this happen in the National Classic and other tournaments this time of year, John, is a team gets hot in the tournament, they get away from their league foes, they get going to the tournament, they get into a hot streak, and that hot streak carries over into the league, and then they have a wonderful league run into the playoffs. So maybe that'll happen for El Dorado.
Yeah, let's see what El Dorado thinks about that. We caught up with the Golden Hawks earlier today.
It's really important for us to come out here. It's something special we look forward to all year. I'm a junior this year, so this is my first time out here, so it's something definitely special that I've always watched this tournament, and I've been around it for a lot, so it's really fun to be here for the first time and be competing against these great teams like this.
I'm hoping to get on a roll in this tournament and bring it on to the league so we can make playoffs and who knows, maybe see our champions.
It's the opportunity to play good competition, which we play in league as well, but the chance to play teams from out of state, teams that you don't normally see, and if you're successful, builds confidence, and we look at it as a way to kind of build into the second half of our league season. So it's just nice getting to play teams that you normally don't play.
Our thanks to El Dorado. Steve, this isn't the only tournament going around this week. The Ryan Lemmon Invitational going on today and wrapping up tomorrow, a couple semifinals games later on. And one of those teams in there is Valencia, and they're one of the hottest teams in the county.
Yeah, they've won like 12 games in a row coming into this week. That's the longest intact winning streak in county baseball right now. Joey Sakota coaching that team is a really cool guy. He was a great football and baseball player at Valencia back in the 90s. Now he's coaching his alma mater. It's always fun to see that. And we're going to see how good they are. You know, they're in that Empire League, which has Pacific and Cypress in it too. They're on top of that league, and they're trying to make a pretty good run in that Lemmon Invitational.
Okay, and going into league matchups, Aliso, Niguel, they're going to come out there, and they got some tough competition coming up, don't they?
They're playing Dana Hills this week, and that's two of the top 10 teams in the county.
Number 2 ranked Dana Hills?
Number 3, we've got Huntington Beach number 1, Jay Sarah number 2, and Dana's moved on up to number 3. Talking to Coach Tom Ferris before the season, he thought, we might be really good, but I don't really know. You know, he didn't know how good his pitching was going to be, and man, it's been really good. Dana Hills is on top of a really good league. I don't know, you know, what the best league is in the county. Is it the Trinity Leagues, the Sunsets, the South Coast? Seaview League's definitely the argument too, with you know those 3 teams, the top 3 teams, and they're all in the county top 10: Aliso, Niguel, San Clemente, and Dana Hills. It's a dynamite league.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with any one of those, Steve. Finally, your player of the week and why?
Well, Dominic Fletcher of Cypress had a gigantic week. He drove in 7 runs over just a couple games for Cypress. Cypress kind of down this year. You know, they don't have the pitching that they had last year. Trevor Hall was one of their top returning pitchers. Hasn't been able to pitch for about a month with a shoulder stiffness issue. You know, they were Division II CIF champs last year, and you know, not quite up to it. And now, you know, the Valencia team that we talked about is riding pretty high in that league. So that was our pick. We also had Alex Diaz of Foothill, had a great week too. And, you know, I think everybody, when they look at it, they have an Athlete of the Week choice. I bet you do too.
Yes, I do, and it's Matt Toretto of Tribuco Hills. He threw a no-no last week against Tustin in the opening game of the Ryan Lemmon Invitational. Left-hander, crafty left-hander, of course, like they all are. He did a great job, and his coach said after the game he's actually thrown about 10 straight innings of no-hit ball, and he's combined on a no-hitter already this season. All right, thanks to Steve Fryer. I'm your host, Jonathan Khamis, and for all your latest baseball updates, check out OCVarsity.com, where we've got you covered.
Orange County Register. We are here in the service of Orange County.